It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown, and we are at Reavis High School, home of the 3-0 Rams. Got a great show for you this week, folks. We're going to have on football coach Tim Zasada, a good friend of ours. 6th season at Reavis. Advanced to the playoffs 3 times. Looks like they're going to be a 4th time qualifier for the state playoffs. Tim does a great job, man. He resurrected this program and a tremendous coach. And the guy you'd like to play for, you know, it makes it fun, demanding, commitment. Want the kids to take pride in playing for Reavis, which won a state championship back in 1982. Also going to have on senior offensive lineman Mohammed Hassan. Big dude, 6'5", 310, great kid, excellent student, honors courses. He's a key cog on the line for Reavis. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza time. Remember, join the Big Cheese loyalty program. You get some great perks, Beggar's Bucks, all kinds of good stuff. We come back, football coach Tim Zasada will be our guest. We're talking Reavis football. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
Surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blank-Chip, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our first guest tonight, an old friend of ours, football coach Tim Zasada, Reavis Rams. How's it going, Tim?
It's going great. Thank you for having us again.
3-0 Reavis Rams, my man.
1 week at a time, but things have been going really well.
That's for sure, man. That is for sure. So before we get going, I got a little bit of a bone of contention. Okay. So last Friday, not only did you beat my alma mater 25-20 at Eisenhower, so what's a tradition over there is they have an honorary alum come by and coin flip before the game. All right, so it happens to be one of my best friends, Mike Siebert, 83 grad, and the reason he was selected is because 82, they were 8-1. Starting quarterback, linebacker, and they were 8-1. Sandberg was 8-1. Reavis was 8-1, all in the same conference back then. Eisenhower beat Sandberg beat Reavis beat Eisenhower. But as fate would have it, Eisenhower got knocked out of the old playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs. Back then, didn't matter, you're 8-1, whatever. They didn't make the playoffs. Reavis does. Sandberg does. Reavis wins the state championship. Where's that sign? Is that sign around?
We got to get that sign back out. It's inside there for sure.
So my guy he's practicing coin flips all week. Goes to the midfield before the game. You know where I'm going.
I know. I didn't know that, so I feel bad.
Tim's like, no coin flip. Do what you want, right?
Well, in our weekly coaches meeting, we were 2-0 going into the Eisenhower game, and we lost both tosses. So we said, coaches are superstitious. We said, if we lose this toss, we're probably going to lose. So I said, you know what? Let's just lose it on purpose, and let's forfeit. And they said, can you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. So, we went to the ref, and he's giving him sportsmanship, and I apologize to your buddy, but we're superstitious. We wanted to lose 3 tosses in a row, and we're going to do the same with Evergreen tomorrow night or Friday night. So, yeah.
Beautiful. So I had to bring that up too because my guy's like, the coach didn't even. He said, "Go ahead."
He won the toss. He got it. He got it. He
in
did
his
it.
mind, he won that toss.
He
all
did.
right?
He
I
did.
had to give you some grief on it. I was laughing about it. Only Zasada. I said Tim Zasada would do that. There's a method to the madness, man. So,
Yep.
and you won the game. So
and we
kudos
did.
to you,
We
man.
kept it alive. Yep.
Kept it alive, man. All right. So through these first 3 games, Timmy, what are you most pleased about?
I think we had to bring in a new defensive coordinator, Bill Lauer, and he works closely with Coach Hickey and Coach McDonough, the former coach here at Reavis. And we have a new scheme, totally brand new, a lot of energy. We bring in our special teams guy, a guy I work with at TF North, Mike Anaclario. Our special teams has been phenomenal. Our defense has had just tons of energy. They look really, really good from the start. And it's nice, I like to supply a lot of energy to our team, but these other guys are getting into it, and it's really been a pleasure to see. On that side of the ball, I really just watch and observe, and they carry the energy, and then specials is huge, and we really practice and devote the time and bring Mike out here, and he does a great job.
Yep. Well, I remember a couple of years ago when we were taping here, and I remember seeing your freshman and sophomore linemen walk across. I'm like, man, look at these monsters that you have. And here you are. Now they're juniors and seniors. And what has been the key to developing these guys? Because you got some big dudes, man.
Yeah, well, I think, at our high school, we, in the past 6 or 7 years, we've developed an identity, and our identity is an offensive line mentality of we're not going to be very pretty here in Burbank, but we're going to be pretty effective, and we're going to be very physical. And our offensive line coach, Tony Pape, who's All-American at Michigan, he fits right in with this group. And, if that's our identity, be physical dudes, I'll take that. I'll take that any day because it's always comforting to walk onto the field with guys that are that big and physical.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, prior to the season, I remember you telling me the key to the year, if you guys are going to have a successful year, Tyrell Seymour had to have a big season. So what's it been like through 3 games with, I know he had an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown Friday, correct?
Yeah, we use him everywhere. He's a tailback. He busted one against TF North from the tailback position. Against Hammond High in week 1, he caught a touchdown pass. He picked off one and went the distance. And then last week against Eisenhower, they kicked to him and he got a crease. And he's just as fast as his brother Brantrell. And so he's everywhere. He's floating around. If you want to throw it and throw it to his way, go for it.
Yep.
If you want to single cover him, that's fine as well. And then you put our big offensive line in front of him, and he's a receiver by trade. But when you put those guys in front of him, everybody wants the ball. So even he does too. So it works out. He's been phenomenal.
Yep. Which other players have stepped up for you?
Well, I think we got a 2 quarterback rotation of Jesse Cardona and Cardell Barnes. When you play some guys both ways, that kind of works for us because Cardell's an outstanding outside linebacker. Our running back had 33 carries for 145 yards, John Weaver, and also played middle linebacker that evening. So he's doing a really good job. And then we've got some junior receivers, Tyler Matthews and O'Malley and Tizak. Those guys are just waiting their turn. But when they get it, they've produced, and there's no doubt about it. So we're real pleased with their production, our juniors, as well as some of our skill kids, and kind of the first time where there's not a lot of egos going on in this team. And then it's tough. And nowadays, everybody wants to be the man, and we've kind of developed a role where, this is your role, and if you're good with it, we hope you are. Next week it could change. And someone else might have to take a back seat depending on game plan. So we've done a really good job, and I'm real pleased with those guys and how they handle their attitude.
Kind of check your ego at the door, team first, and all that, right?
Let's win. Let's win. It doesn't have to be pretty.
That's what it's about.
Sure wasn't at Blue Island last week.
But just win. You want it, man.
Yes.
So, all right, so I know you don't like to look ahead to week 8, but that's probably going to be the big game for the conference championship. Richards, you got him here. What needs to happen between now and then for you guys to kind of be ready for this challenge? Because this is a really good Richards team, but no one has more tricks up their sleeve than Tim Zasada.
Yeah, I think Lincoln Way Central and St. Rita had those same tricks, and they didn't really work. But Richards is outstanding. Obviously, we'll worry about Richards in week 8, as you said, but just looking on film, they've got it all. I think this could be one of their greater years. But for us, I mean, we have them at home, and we're going to come out swinging. We're not, we'll get their autographs after the game. But we'll definitely have something ready for them. We'll do the best we can, as we always do, week by week, and whoever we play, we're gonna come out ready.
And you need to be healthy, right? I mean, the depth situation, you got to have key guys stay healthy for the remainder of the season, right?
Yeah, like guys like Tyrell and our quarterback and even like a center or a piece of our offensive line. We haven't been healthy last year. We had some people that went down, and when you lose 2 people here at Reavis, that could be 4 starters.
Yep.
And when you lose 4 starters, well, that game was a coin toss now is in favor of the other team, and that's where we kind of fell short last year. We didn't stay healthy, so knock on wood, we've been great, and we've done some good stuff in the off season. We hope that helps.
When you look at the program top to bottom, what's your evaluation when you look at things?
Well, it's always difficult here, because when we get our freshmen, we'll get 50, and maybe 3 have played football, and we just want to try to provide that positive energy. Whether it's football or anything, we want to get people involved. We want to get people involved. We want them to have fun what they're doing, but at the same time, we want them to make sure that now that you're having fun, there is an identity we're going to have to follow, and we have a lot of pride in what we do as coaches on each particular level. So we went out to Lane Tech with our lower levels, and we performed phenomenally. Our fans came out all the way up North Chicago, and so it was good. I just like the positive energy that we do have, and our coaches are just, we don't expect to have the most talented individuals, but we do expect to be prepared, and we do expect to lay it on the field and have some pride about our football program.
Absolutely. And finally, Tim, what do you think? Do you foresee a day down the road that we're going to see the Battle of Burbank return to the area schedule, the old St. Lawrence Reavis, which you were so kind enough to bring back when you took the job over? Do you think it's going to, down the road, do you see it maybe happening?
Well, we beat them by so much the second time. We were kind of wondering if they can get into the playoffs consistently, then maybe we'll take a shot at them. But, they're a real good football program. They've taken it to another level, and Coach does a real good job. And if we get to the level where we think we can play with them, we definitely would. At this particular time, they're really, really good. They're really talented. It was nice, though. It was electric. It was great. We 2 great football teams with athletes galore all over the field, and they won one, and then we came back and beat them the second time. So there could be that third tiebreaker before I'm done here. Absolutely.
Well, I commend you for bringing that back, man. And it goes without saying, you've done a tremendous job with this program, which isn't a surprise to me, because you've had success wherever you've gone, and you're a great coach, my man.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Tim. Thanks a lot, man. Good luck the rest of the season. We are going to go to Gerard, what are we going timeout here? Is this a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout? That's what I thought. 3 locations: Mokina, Orland Park, Tinley Park. Remember, kids, high school ID, guys, $17 cut. Gals, $27 cut. Homecoming's right around the corner. You look your best. When we come back, we're going to have on senior lineman. 2-way lineman? Mohammed, Hassan? Or is he mainly a...
sometimes, yeah. We're working on that. Maybe later.
Okay. Mohammed's going to be our guest. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas, because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggars Pizza. All right, our next guest, Reavis Senior Lineman Mohammed Hassan. Mohammed, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Thank you for having me.
And I noticed you got a little something in your left hand over here. What's this all about, man?
All right, so this is tacos, and we started this tradition this year where if we rush for 250 yards, either side that has more yards, the right side or the left side. The right side is being Hispanics, which is tacos, and the left side is being Arabian, which is shawarma. And this week we had our right side having more of the yards, and we got tacos this week.
Wow, that's awesome. Whose concept was this? This Coach Pape, Coach Zasada? It was the players?
It was Coach Pape. I mean, I don't think Coach Zasada had anything dealing with it, but everything went to Coach Pape.
So how much does that kind of motivate you guys, man? I mean, that's got to add some motivation to clear some holes and get that 250 yards, right?
That gives us a lot of motivation. We just want to pound the ball every week. We just want to bully the team, the defensive line. We just want to show off
who's
our
boss, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in terms of the tacos and the shawarma, I mean, is there anybody, like any of the Hispanics, like this is the first time they ever had shawarma? Any of the Arabians, this is the first time you guys had tacos, or
to
what?
be honest, I mean, I eat taco almost every week, you know. I don't think any of our Hispanic players ever ate shawarma. So next week, hopefully, we could get more yards on the left side and get some shawarma.
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's when you go to a diverse school and you kind of introduce each other to each other's culture. That's outstanding, man. That's a great idea. I love that, man. That is awesome. All right, so in regards to this line, how would you grade the line's performance so far?
So far, the past 3 games, I would grade it a B+. I mean, every game we had over 150 yards rushing, and I think that's really good. They just give us motivation every week that we're going to keep pounding the ball. We're gonna show who's boss on the line.
Yep.
Basically.
And what's the key to developing into a dominant lineman, man?
It always starts in the off season. You know, you have to go to workouts. Coach Pape wakes up every morning at 5 a.m. He always goes to the weight room, opens it up. Then he's just depending on us to come, and we just come and we just work our butt off every week, Monday through Thursday.
What's your height and weight?
I'm 6'3", 310.
6'3", 310, man. So you can put away some tacos, I can imagine, huh?
That's not going to happen anytime soon.
So what do you party? The chicken, steak, ground beef sort of guy, or what? Or anything?
Everything. You know, everything. I would go for anything.
That's awesome. So not making the playoffs last season, Mohammed, how much did that kind of motivate you guys going into the offseason and come out 3-0 right now?
That motivates us a lot. We want to make the playoff. It was a disappointment how we didn't make the playoffs last year. That's still there. Like, we just want to make the playoffs. We want to know how it feels before we graduate. Yeah. You know, maybe take a game out of the playoffs. You know, just
go
win
as
a
far
game.
as you can, man. Exactly. Nothing like playoff football.
Yeah,
that's the key, man.
Just a playoff experience,
right?
You know?
That's it, man. All right, so Coach Zasada, you know, full of energy. He's the Energizer Bunny times 20.
Yeah.
So what's it like playing for him?
Man, Coach G, man, there's a lot. I mean, he's so energetic. Whenever it's game time, you know it's game time. He has that game face. Like, he gives us the speech that just pumps us up, you know? Like, we just want to go out the field already and just kick off already, right out of the locker room. He's such a good motivator. I mean, I would see him as a leader too. Yeah. He's a good leader.
Yeah, it's not, you know, it's more than just coincidence that this program has, you know, been a perennial power making the playoffs when he came on board.
Yeah,
right?
Coach D just helped us. I mean, we probably made the playoffs like 4 times before he came. Then in his like 5th year here, we made it four times.
Yep. Yeah, he's been tremendous, man. And so what do you think? If you guys stay healthy, Mohammed, what do you think you guys are capable of achieving here?
We're capable of making the playoffs, just one game at a time, you know? We can't be thinking about week 5 when it's week 3, week 4. We just one game at a time. just win every game that we can.
Not look ahead.
Yeah, no, just think about this week.
Yep. Focus on the game in hand, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, Mohammed, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on board.
Thanks so much, man.
And good luck the rest of the season, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right. Folks, we are going to go to an athletics timeout. Remember, 2 locations, Oak Lawn and Orland Park. When we come back, I'll talk about last week's games, and I'll talk about players of the week as well. A lot of fun. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Reavis football coach Tim Zasada and senior lineman Mohammed Hassan for being our guests. And let me tell you, folks, we've been, through the years, when you're doing the 16 years, some schools give us a T-shirt, a hat, a very kind gesture. But look at this. Never before have myself and Gerard Grabowski, my cameraman, tacos, man. Reavis hooked us up with tacos. So that's pretty awesome. That's what I'm talking about, a little blue-collar action here, just a tremendous thing for them to do. So thanks to coaches out in the football program. All right, results segment sponsored by our good buddy Tom Mulvey at Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. Game I was at Friday night, Lincoln Way East 42, Andrew nothing. For Andrew, Tom Schiller, 5 of 15 for 80 yards. For Lincoln Way East, Devon Williams, 110 yards rushing, 3 scores. Jack Baltz, 10 of 17, 156 yards and 2 scores. Jackson Ritter had 2 TD receptions, and Cameron Carter had a 24-yard TD run for the Griffins, who still have not had the service of A.J. Henning, Jr., wide receiver, running back extraordinaire, out with a hip flexor, could be back in a week or two. Hillcrest 47, Shepherd 7 for Hillcrest. Marquise Irving, 23 carries, 151 yards, 3 scores. Basil Weber, 12 of 20, 161 yards, 3 touchdowns. Montez Garrett had 2 TDs, 2 TD catches and a TD run for the Hawks, who are 3-0. For Shepherd, Rashard Blake, 5-yard TD run. Stunner of the weekend, Mount Carmel 17, Loyola 12. For Mount Carmel, Kieran Conjure, 2 TD runs. Demetrius Rios, 18 carries, 86 yards. Rad Primovic, 19 carries, 55 yards. And Kanena Odeluga with 2 picks for the Caravan. Providence 35, St. Lawrence 6. And I want you to know, the first 3 guests we've had on, they've all won the following week we've had them on. So we're 3-0 right now. Providence we had on last week. For St. Lawrence, Darius Wilson hit Miles Scott on a 29-yard TD pass. Nate Thomas, 25 carries, 132 yards. Lawrence is 1-2. For Providence, Aaron Vaughn, 96-yard kickoff return for a TD. Vaughn also had 18 carries, 99 yards, and a score. Not too bad for a freshman, folks. Brendan Martis, 28 carries, 150 yards, 3 scores. And Logan Phillips, 4 of 8, 58 yards in his first start of the season. For the Celtics, who are 3-0. Maris 28, Notre Dame 21. For Maris, Mike Marquette, 23 of 32, 244 yards and a score. Marquette also had 18 carries for 84 yards and 2 TDs. Jaden Thompson, 8 catches, 84 yards. Billy Skalitsky, 8 catches, 69 yards, and the game-winning 15-yard TD run for the Red Hawks, who are 2-1. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Look at these numbers. Nick Puente, 279 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns to lead Oak Lawn to a 56-30 win over Argo. We're going to hook up Nick with a nice $25 gift cards, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Lawn and Oakbrook and Chicago. Also, Stan's Donuts accepts this, as does Labara in Oakbrook. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Erica Staunton. 22 kills to lead Sandburg, a surging Sandburg team past Joliet Catholic. We're going to hook up Erica with a nice gift certificate, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. 3 locations, Mokina, Tinley Park, and Orland Park. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. We return. High and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience, then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas, because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our High and Tight segment sponsored by our good friends at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. All right, High and Tight, folks. Crete Monee, 0-3. They've played Morris. They've played Brother Rice. They've played Lincoln Way East. 3 playoff teams for sure. They'll bounce back. They'll get to 6-3, qualify for the playoffs. Oak Forest, also 0-3, not played the level of competition, and they still have Bremen, Tinley, Lamont, Hillcrest, and let's throw in my Eisenhower Cardinals. Not looking good in Brian McDonough's final season to make the playoffs. The Bengals are going to need a miracle. Have a great week. See you next week, folks.